Ezekiel chapter 47. Then he brought me back to the entrance of the temple. There water was flowing from below the threshold of the temple toward the east, for the temple faced east, and the water was flowing down from below the south end of the threshold of the temple, south of the altar. Then he brought me out by way of the north gate, and led me around on the outside to the outer gate that faces toward the east, and the water was coming out on the south side. Going on eastward with a cord in his hand, the man measured 1,000 cubits, and then led me through the water, and it was ankle deep. Again he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, and it was knee deep. Again he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, and it was up to the waist. Again he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not cross, for the water had risen. It was deep enough to swim in, a river that could not be crossed. He said to me, "Mortal, have you seen this?" Then he led me back along the bank of the river. As I came back, I saw on the bank of the river a great many trees on the one side and on the other. He said to me, "This water flows toward the eastern region and goes down into the Arabah, where it enters the sea of stagnant waters. The water will become fresh. Wherever the river goes, every living creature that swarms will live, and there will be very many fish. Once these waters reach there, it will become fresh, and everything will live where the river goes. People will stand fishing beside the sea, from Engedi to Engelaim. It will be a place for the spreading of nets. Its fish will be a great many kinds, like the fish of the great sea. But its swamps and marshes will not become fresh. They are left to be for salt. On the banks on both sides of the river, there will grow all kinds of trees for food. Their leaves will not wither, nor their fruit fall, but they will bear fresh fruit every month, because the water for them flows from the sanctuary. Their fruit will be for food, and their leaves for healing. Thus says the Lord God, these are the boundaries by which you shall divide the land for inheritance among the 12 tribes of Israel. Joseph shall have 2 portions. You shall divide it equally. I swore to give it to your ancestors, and this land shall fall to you as your inheritance. This shall be the boundary of the land. On the north side, from the great sea by way of Hethlon to Lebo-Hamath, and on to Zedad, Berothah, Sibraim, which lies between the border of Damascus and the border of Hamath, as far as Hazar-Hathikon, which is on the border of Haran. So the boundary shall run from the sea to Hazarnon, which is north of the border of Damascus, with the border of Hamath to the north. This shall be the north side. On the east side, between Haran and Damascus, along the Jordan between Gilead and the land of Israel, to the eastern sea and as far as Tamar, this shall be the east side. On the south side, it shall run from Tamar as far as the waters of Meribah Kadesh, from there along the Wadi of Egypt, to the great sea. This shall be the south side. On the west side, the great sea shall be the boundary to a point opposite Lebo-Hamath. This shall be the west side. So you shall divide this land among you, according to the tribes of Israel. You shall allot it as an inheritance for yourselves and for the aliens who reside among you and have begotten children among you. They shall be to you as citizens of Israel. With you they shall be allotted an inheritance among the tribes of Israel. In whatever tribe aliens reside, there you shall assign them their inheritance, says the Lord God.